Well. Good morning, everyone. We're going to be looking at how the market is going to fare over the next few moments. We just had, let me see here. What do we have here? We just had the news here. Where did that go? What's today? Friday? Wow, the days are just getting away from me. Jeez. All right, so this morning we just had the CAD employment change news at 5:30. We also had employment rate. Also for USD, we had average hourly earnings and non-farm employment change. Also unemployment rate as well in the US. And so I wanted to see how our dollar CAD trade was doing since the last time we put it in. And as you guys can see, looking pretty good thus far. And so I just kind of wanted to cover based on dollar CAD. We didn't get any movement from the news. This is all that happened. But right now I'm of the belief that they're going to be going back up soon. I was hoping that's what the news did. And so I'm just going to kind of go through what you guys are looking at right here so it makes sense. But we had put in this trade, I don't know how many days ago or whatever, but we put this trade into for a short. Went against us a little bit right here, which is fine. I mean, that always happens. It doesn't matter. But that little bit felt like a lot bit. It was 40 pips that it went against us. So we got in the trade, and as you guys can see, this looks like a little small movement to the upside, but that was a 40 pip movement. So it don't feel small when you're in that trade. But we held the trade. We didn't move. We got our short. As you guys can see, I was able to put a positive stop loss here at 135.85 to protect the principal in case the market turns around again against me while I was in my sleep. This thing could have turned around, but guess what? I still would have made $292. I would not have made my $1,700, but I would have made $292 in my sleep. So I'll take that as well. So for those of you who you've been with me, following me, and I've been telling you, make sure you protect your principal. This is what I mean. And so I was going from here down to here at 134.66. So rather than putting a TP, what I did here was I put a buy limit order because I want to reverse my sell position. Notice my sell position is 201,000 units. And notice my buy limit order is 301,000 units. Now I'm speaking from the perspective of the US. If you guys are outside of the US and you're using MT4 or MT5, this is not how you reverse your positions or how you shave. But this is how I have to do it here in the US. So make sure that you review what it takes to reverse positions or shave using MT4 and MT5. One day I might, do a video showing that, but that's not what this is. So just follow along with me and then make the necessary adjustments on your own account accordingly. But what I'm doing is I'm just basically reversing my 201,000 position at 134.66 so that I can start going long. Once this thing triggers, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up buying back all of that 201,000. And what's going to happen is that's going to close that trade out. And then whatever's remaining from my buying position, which is the extra 100, this is going to turn into a standard lot. So I'm going to get paid whatever it's going to be at the time that it hits. So right now I'm at 1,800. So whatever it is at the time that it hit this, I'm going to make that. It's going to reverse the trade to a standard lot, and then we'll start heading to the upside. As we head up, you see this sell limit order here. It's going to allow me to shave a quarter of my position from my standard. And then as the market goes up, it's going to shave another quarter off. And then this is where I plan on hitting my TP, and I'm going to be reversing to the downside when I get here. Why am I reversing to the downside? Because if we zoom out, let me get rid of all those orders there real quick. Trading, positions, orders. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's back up a little bit. If we back up like this, and then I remove what we have there. Actually, I don't have to remove it. I can just change it. I'll just show you guys. This is where we are. And what I was saying is when we get up here, I'm going to sell and we're going to start shorting again. And if you ask yourself the question, why are we shorting again, is because most likely they're going to come back down here, or they're going to, break out to more downside movement here. They have more upside movement on dollar CAD over time. They should be in an uptrend. Yeah, this is all just up. Yeah, so this thing, as it goes up, what will happen is euro dollar will have a negative effect as this goes up. Right now, euro dollar is going down for a very long period of time, and that's why this happens to be struggling to go to the upside, and it's actually coming back down. So we have more downside opportunity here. Now, I don't believe dollar CAD, because dollar CAD is not Dixie. It's not a strictly USD thing. This is a CAD thing. So the reason why I'm saying CAD is because dollar CAD is about the CAD. It's not about the dollar. So these numbers over here are CAD numbers. And this is how much CAD you need for one USD. So what's happening here is, as the market is going down, what that means is CAD is stronger. And the reason why CAD is stronger is because when these go down, is because it takes less CAD to transfer or convert it into one USD. And so when CAD is stronger, it starts going down. The reason why CAD is stronger is because dollar would get weak. So as the dollar gets weaker, CAD is going to get stronger. Okay, and when CAD gets stronger, dollar CAD goes down. All right, so we should see some more downside movement. Plus, we got the proof of the downside movement because there's already a supply level here. If there were nothing here, that would tell me that they're going to break out to the upside. Or if there were nothing down here, that would tell me they're going to break out to the downside. But what I'm seeing is a continuation of the pattern to sideways. And you can see they've been going sideways since September of 2022. So it's been a long time. They haven't broken out. But they'll come down and all of a sudden they got to hit some type of demand or something. They come up here to hit some type of supply on whatever time frame. This obviously ain't the time frame. But now here I am on the 1 day, and they haven't changed their mind about this range. So I'm not going to change my mind about that range. You keep putting supply zones and demand zones in the range, then I'm just going to go back and forth with you. And that's what we call institutional intentions, being able to identify that. And so that's what we're looking at here. That's why we're going that direction. So I wanted to, trade dollar CAD since we have pretty much just dollar and CAD news today. That's it. And so I'll probably go back and forth between dollar CAD and euro dollar. And as I always do, I'll just probably go through some random stuff. But if you guys have anything you want me to look at, it's Friday. It's the last day of the week for you to ask me a question before the market closes about any trades that you guys may be in. Maybe you're winning and just want to see how long can you stay in that trade. I can help give you my assessment of that. Maybe you're in a trade and you're not doing so well. You're in drawdown. And before you just close it out and lose all that money, maybe you want to get a second opinion. I might be able to help you. Excuse me. I might be able to help you save that account. I do that all day long. I'll get people who are in drawdown and they're about to lose their mind. And we'll find the best course of action to save that position. Now, it doesn't mean that you always save money, meaning you don't lose anything. So sometimes when I help, it doesn't mean a person doesn't lose. It just means you don't lose as much. Or it may mean I may not be able to save that position, and you have to close it completely out. But we already put you in position to restore those losses. So we even have a training program for that, where I'll put in an order with my real money. This is part of our mentorship program. I'll go into my real account and I will roll the dice, and randomly we'll just put a trade in. Now, it ain't gonna be no big, humongous position size, but we'll randomly just put a trade in, because I want people to feel the stress of trading real money. Even when you're going through your mentorship program with us, you need to know what it feels like to be handling real money and making a real money decision. And then when you're handling somebody else's money who's standing there watching you, that's a little more nerve-wracking. But it really helps train you to hone in and get out of your feelings and just do the right thing and be a professional. And that's the whole point of it. And so we teach people, we'll put a trade in, very small position size, and then we'll come back the following week and we'll see where's that trade at now. And if that trade, let's say, was this, let me turn this back on. If that trade were this and we had put in randomly long, it would currently be, negative $1,800 or whatever. And then I would say, okay, you guys, we put this trade in. We decided to go long just randomly. We didn't chart it or anything. We didn't know if the trend was up or down. That didn't matter. We just wanted to throw a trade in real quick. And then wherever it was within a week, we want to go back and see if we can salvage that account or close it out positively. And so those where they were negative, those are the ones where we worked on as a team to figure out how can we, even though let's say this was negative 1,800, how can we minimize our loss and even restore it? And as a team, we come together and we figure that out. And so if you guys ever are interested in mentorship program, when I say we go hard, oh man, we go hard. And you'll come out better for it. So this is why you guys see me trading the way that I do. Why you don't hear me being nervous. You might even see me, I could be negative $1,800 and I will not be sweating, because I know what to do to restore that. You guys have been following me for a couple of weeks, especially those of you who've been seeing me for a while. You guys have seen me in some trades. I was negative, I don't know how much money, but negative maybe 100 pips. You guys saw me in accounts like that, and then you saw those accounts come back to life. But I don't want you doing that just because you're hoping it comes back to you. You got to know that it's going to come back. So I'm not gambling. I know what I'm looking at, and sometimes I'm overconfident, I should say. And I'm like, oh man, they're going to go here and come right back down. Like let's say this order here, I could be so confident and I'll be like, oh man, they about to short. Just because they're about to short doesn't mean they're going to short at the exact price that I said. So sometimes I'll do that. I'll get cocky and have a little arrogance party with myself, by myself in my own office. And I'll throw an order in, shouting all loud like, oh, I'm about to kill it. And no, you're not about to kill it. You know what you're about to do? You're about to be in drawdown for 40 pips before you kill it. So nobody's perfect. Okay. And sometimes it don't even be in drawdown 40 pips. It might come way up here. I'll be in drawdown 100 pips. And I'm like, what are they doing? But that's what I get. And I want to show you guys, it's not unique to you. It's a human thing. And trading is less about technical skills, because anybody can learn a technical skill. That's not hard. I can teach you how to put entries and orders and how to read these candles. You can teach anybody that. But you can't teach people how to control themselves. You can tell them to, but you can't teach it to them. They got to teach that to themselves. So, all right. I hope I talked enough to watch this thing go down. I didn't want to bore you guys watching a candle. So hopefully you were not bored listening to my voice. All right. Just like this here, I'm confident of it turning here. You guys are probably thinking, why is this guy turning right here? He is so weird. He don't think it's going to keep going way down here. It could. That's not what I'm feeling. So we'll see what happens. right, I'm just going to what price is that? Whatever price it is, it's almost there. So let's see if this 201 gets closed out with this, and if this turns into a standard lot so that we can start going long. Because the moment it touches this, I'm going to make whatever price this is at the time that price action hits this buy limit order. That's going to be my take profit. And let's say it just threw itself up back real quick. I still would make $292. I can't lose this trade no matter what. I have a positive stop loss, and then right here is going to get flipped. That's why I was able to go to bed with no stress. I woke up this morning hoping I was paid, and I was like, they ain't even got down there yet. I just knew they was going to get down there by morning. But nope, hadn't gotten any prize. But guess what? It's Friday, y'all. It's about to be payday. Well, if it hits. So we'll see. Come on, come on, come on. Where are we at? We're at 134.75. So we got about, what's that, 9 more pips to go to the downside. Since we're on the 1 day, let's make it more exciting. Let's go down to the 1 hour. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, and you want to have me look at something, then I'll go ahead and take a look at it for you. I love helping people with their trades. So if you got anything you want me to look at, go ahead and post it. I cannot see who I have online. I don't even know if anybody's online. Give me a shout out. Give me a good morning or something. Make me feel like I'm not talking to myself or to this wall. Bless all of you. I hope you guys are winning. If you guys have ever put in any of my trades and you've been following me, let me know how you're doing. I don't know if I'm even doing well out here. I haven't been hearing back from too many people. So a couple of you have commented, but just want to make sure that myself and the team, we're doing a great job with helping you guys out. So if you got any questions about anything, don't be afraid to ask. I may be direct. I may be, what else word could I use? I'm a very honest and very direct person, but it's always out of love. That's the one thing you'll never not get from me, is that if I speak to you directly, it's coming from a really good place, and it's only because I want a really good thing to happen. And so don't be afraid to ask a question, and don't be afraid to receive the answer, because the answer is going to make you better. It's going to make you grow. It's going to make you stronger. And so throw your question at me, no matter how hard it is, and we'll tackle it. All right, don't be afraid. So good morning to anyone that may be online. Bam, bam, bam. Let's see. Come on, baby. Let me see how I'm doing on euro dollar. Let me see here. Where are we at? Euro, dollar. Oh, we got quite a bit of dollar pairs I'm in. Okay, let's look at all of them. Let's just go through them. See, that's what I'm talking about. Aussie dollar. I was positive on this trade, and now I'm negative. You see? Look at that. So when I got in this trade, I got in here at this level here. Price action went up. It came down, and I was positive. The last time I looked at this, I was in the green. That's because this candle was down here. Now I'm back over here, and it popped back up. Why? Because when it came down, I forgot to put my stop loss right here to protect it. Why? Because I'm a busy man. Sometimes I can't even look at my trade account. That's why I put small positions. So if anything happens, I ain't got to worry about it. And the other reason is I know it's shorting. I don't care where it goes. It's got to come down eventually. So I put a small enough position so that if I mess up and can't get to it, and got to handle some other business and stuff like that. Eventually it'll work itself out. So waiting for this to come down here. They just hit this small little area here of I'll call that resistance. That's not really supply. Let me see here. Is that resistance? Oh yeah, that's definitely resistance. All of this right here. That blue line right there, that's definitely resistance. Yep. So they just hit resistance. They're coming back down. You see how they spiked up real quick? When you see them spike up and there is no color in the candle, like all these wicks, we call them wicks. So when you just see a long wick like that or a long wick like this, that means that none of these orders were filled. So they just spiked up there to go into resistance. And I'm pretty sure they knew this was resistance and they were just testing to see if they can get anything out of it. And they got rejected. So this all was like a waste of their time to even go up there anyway. They should have just kept going down like original because they got no orders filled out of all of these. So this is also proof that I was correct about where to short, but they're going back and testing, or there's probably people like me who was trying to short from here who put a bunch of stop losses and the stop losses was really tight. Them institutions will take off and go backwards and go grab all those stop losses before shorting. Because your stop loss, listen to me carefully. You probably never even heard this. I hope you have heard it, but listen to me carefully. This is what a stop loss is. It is your willingness to sell. That's what a stop loss is. It means I am willing to give up my position, even in the negative. I'm willing to sell it to you if you want it. I want you to think about your stop loss like that as well. It's not just there for you to stop losing money. It's also there for the person who has enough money, like institutions. If they see 1 million of y'all trying to short right here and 1 million of y'all got stop losses, like let's say sitting at this wick right here. I'll give you a small example. I don't know why I'm feeling like teaching y'all this morning. Hopefully y'all learn something. So here I was trying to short from a supply zone on the 8-minute chart. It shorted. It started going down like it was supposed to. But what if I put my stop loss right here? A tight stop loss, somewhere at this wick maybe, because I was trying to get in down here. And that thing would have came up, hit my stop loss, but then it would have shorted again in my favor, but they would have gotten my money. Okay, so you play this out, you put your stop loss here, and you see how they would have wicked up and got my stop loss, even though my entry to short was here. So once I get in the trade and I start shorting and making all this money, and I'm positive on this trade, even if I put my stop loss here, that's too tight. So you don't want to have tight stop losses. Okay, so a stop loss, when you put a stop loss on there, if too many people are in that same area, these institutions, listen to me carefully, y'all. Please listen to me carefully. These brokers don't want you to win. No broker opens up a brokerage firm to lose money and give it to all of y'all. Don't you ever think that. So when you go to your own broker and you start looking at all of these like trend indicators and these dials and these buttons, and they're trying to tell you all the news, your broker, I want you to listen to this carefully. Your broker is sending you information. Hey, you guys, euro dollar's going up, euro dollar's going down. Here's the trend. Here's that. You really think your broker's trying to help you win on their platform? Get out of here. They're trying to help you lose. That's what they're trying to help you do. They're giving you delayed information every single time. What's up, Slow-Mo? Thanks for talking back to your boy. I don't feel alone out here. TradingView does not allow us to see who may be online, so I don't know if you guys are with me unless you say something. So thank you. Good morning. Hey, Casey. Oh, you didn't know that? I'm assuming you're talking about the stop losses. Yeah. So if you're talking about stop losses, yeah, a stop loss is a willingness to sell. You're willing to get out of your trade at that price. So to the institutions, your stop loss looks exactly like your entry, or it looks exactly like your TP, I should say. Your stop loss looks exactly like your TP to the institutions. That's where you want to get out. You just want to get out of there negatively rather than positively because you don't want to keep losing money. And that's fine if you want to do that. But I just want you to know it's a willingness to sell at that price. So institutions, if that price is not too far for them and it's worth it to go up here and grab a whole bunch of orders, they're going to reach out to a what's called a market maker. And that market maker is going to find another institution to do a deal with. They're going to do the transaction and they're going to temporarily push the market up high enough so that it either reaches, in this case, resistance, or if there was supply there. They don't mind pushing the market up. It doesn't change supply and demand for a market maker to come in and do something crazy in the middle. I'll even show you on euro dollar how that's true. That's the next one we got to look at anyway. So negative on this one, but and not just in drawdown. That's what I should say. Not negative, but in drawdown. So euro dollar, here's a perfect example. This trade we were in, we're good now. News came out and we got a better movement on here. And you guys have been hearing me say I trade euro dollar a lot. And for a lot of people who always go, you always trading euro dollar. Oh, okay, think about this. If you want something and you can get a lot of it somewhere, why would you go to a place where it's not there a lot? That doesn't make sense. If you want balloons, you don't go to the grocery store, you go to a party store. Can a grocery store have balloons? Absolutely. But where are you going to get the best balloons? At the party store. So yes, I trade euro dollar a lot, but why? It moves a lot. I need the thing to move. You just saw dollar CAD during the dollar and CAD news together. Dollar CAD still ain't hit my entry. It's slow. Let me go back. Did it hit it yet? Still ain't hit. You see? That's why I don't like trading the other stuff. It takes too long. But look at euro dollar. It's sensitive. News comes out, it moves. The problem with euro dollar is you can also lose a lot of money because this is the most traded instrument in the world. That's why it's so volatile. That's why it moves so much. Everybody and their mama is in this thing. So when you have a lot of volatility, a lot of liquidity, you're going to get a lot of movement. And any pair that can do that, that's what you want to trade. And so that's why I trade euro dollar a lot. It's sensitive. It's going to take care of me real good. But now let's go back to what I was saying earlier about you not having big position sizes and stop losses, being willingness to sell and all of that. Here I am with a standard lot. I had more than this. So I thank the good Lord. I had some positions. If you guys were following me, I think this said 301,000 or something. So I had a $200,000 unit position, a buy limit order to close out 201 from that 301 that was here. So I had a 201 buy trade to close out that from this 301. And so that's why I'm left with a standard lot. So I can't show it to you because then I got to show you my balance, and a boy is not doing that. So you got to trust me. But that closed, and when that happened, it now left me with a standard lot. So I'm going to be shorting. I needed to do that because I didn't want this thing to go back against me again, and I'm still holding 3 standards, and I'm in the negative. Now, I can take my stop loss that I had up here at 111, I think it was, and I can just leave it there. And if I leave my stop loss, matter of fact, let's go there. Let's do it. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm positive. Look at this. $300 on this trade. And I'm trying to go down here to 108.33 so I can make, let's say, $1,900 bucks. That's what that says. All right. That could take a week. It could take a day. It could take forever. I don't know when it's going to get down there, but it'll get down there. Now watch this. As I'm waiting for this to come down, why would I leave my stop loss way up here like that? And I'm already positive. If I leave my stop loss up here and I go to bed and a market maker sees a million people up here at 111 with stop losses, and they have a market maker who can put together a deal or structure a deal between two institutions to drive the market up here, get those orders, and then bring it back into the range that it was in, they'll do it. And myself would be stupid for leaving that up there when I can clearly keep my money in my pocket. So what do? What I do is I wait for the market to do what it's doing now. It has to go down, and then it has to work itself out back to the downside again. And once it does, I then move my stop loss down above that movement or that consolidation or that base candle, whatever it ends up being. So let's look at it on a smaller time frame. Let's go to a 30-minute. We still don't have any. We have one right here, but we still don't have anything yet. I'll show you what I'm talking about if I find something. It's still in the middle of creating, so I'm not going to find it. Oh, yeah, this right here. We can do this. I'm not going to do it, but let me give you an example. When this thing starts going back down, okay, and not going up like it is, when it starts going back down, I'm going to take my stop loss. I'll just do this instead of actually moving it. Oh, here's a good example right here. Now I can't see my. That thing's way up there like that. Oh yeah, it's way up there. So let me drag this down. So see how I just dragged that down? And now that I dragged it down, I'm not gonna lose $700 no more. If it goes against me, I'm only gonna lose 120. But what if I negative and the market goes in my favor, turns back towards me, and then tanks? What this did was just tell me that this is the highest point that the buyers have power, I guess you could say, or are controlling the market, and the sellers are stronger. So the moment you get an indication that the sellers are stronger, in this case right here, what you want to do is you want to move your stop loss down like this. And now you are moving it above this. It's not likely that they're going to go up here. Now, I'm not going to move it like that now because I don't want to be that close where they can come up here and still just get me. So I'm going to leave it on the negative side because I want this to come down and break these pivots. Once this price action comes down and breaks all of these pivots, I'm then going to move my stop loss to this price where it's at right now. Right now, I'm going to get rid of it and take it out because I'm afraid it's going to hit and knock me completely out of trade, and then I can't make all that money to the downside. I don't want to get knocked out this trade. But I want to show you how I use my stop losses. Okay, they're negative until price action goes in my favor. And then when price action goes to my favor, I wait for it to pull back. And once it pulls back and then tanks, then I place my stop loss in such a way that I'm positive and not negative anymore. And then I go to bed. And it might hit it or it might keep going in my favor. But regardless, I'm getting paid. Even if it's just this $20, I'm getting paid. Always get paid for your time. Okay? Always, always, always get paid for your time. So let's go back to this 4 hour. And if we go back to the 4 hour, it looks a little different when you zoom out. But you see my trade is protected now. Let me go ahead and do this so you can see both of them. Scales. There we go. Oh, that's not working? Hold on. That's weird. That's strange. All right, but anyway, you can see them over here to the right. I thought it was going to move both of these so you can see both of them, but it only did it here. So let me get rid of that. Uncheck that. And we'll just leave it there. All right, because I don't want them to come back and hit it. But I need to have a stop loss somewhere. But right now I just have one in my head. And I have this up here. If my alert goes off, it's going to tell me that price action is up here when the alert goes off. So that's one thing I like to do a lot. I set a lot of alerts. If you go over here, look at all these alerts I have. I just be getting alerted. All kinds of stuff. Okay. So I set a lot of alerts. Right here I have 12 so far set. You can't set a lot of alerts if you don't have a premium account. So let me say that now. I said that to you guys before. If you don't have a premium account, you're going to be limited in what you can see, what you can do. You guys see me finding stuff on 8-minute time frames. Why? Because I have a premium account. I get all the time frames. So I don't have a premium account because I want to spend a lot of money. I have it because the tools that I need, TradingView just doesn't give them to you unless you have the top account. So with that, I set a lot of alerts. And so I have alerts set to tell me if it's going against me or not. I don't have stop losses. And so when my alerts go off, I come back, look at the chart, reassess it, and I go, okay, what should I do? So that's what I'm doing here. Don't ever think I'm not protecting my account. Just because you guys may not see a stop loss on the screen doesn't mean I'm not managing my account. I manage all of my stuff. I get alerted. You guys have been on my webinars. Alerts always going off on my account. So my alerts are my stop losses. I don't want to put a stop loss and it actually hits it. I'll decide if I want to lose money. These institutions are not going to take my money. I'm not letting them take it. So we look good on euro dollar. Since dollar news came out, let's look here. Oh, another good example. See? Look at this. I was shorting this. Doing well. Went against me, came back doing well. Now look, even went higher. And this is nasty. Very nasty. So that means I didn't do a good job. I got to take an L on this one. Even though I got the trend right, I did not get the entry correct. So let's see if we can figure out where I went wrong. Glad this is up here because then I get to show you guys how not to get nervous or crazy and just reassess your position and figure it out. So we have a 10-hour and 5-hour. So obviously that wasn't it. Whoa, that's that far back? Oh, it's going to be too hard because the history is so far back. Wow. So that's half my problem. Oh, we're in supply. That's where I went wrong. Here we go. I have the wrong pivot. The pivot is this based on the 1 month. And notice I don't even have 1 month on my screen. So I haven't even looked at the 1 month. I've looked at the 1 week, the 10-hour, and the 5-hour. So here we are on the 1 month. I can see this is supply right here. So right here. So this is a drop-based drop, and this is a reversal pattern. This is also supply, and it's also resistance. It has a lot going on in here. So let's look at it. Let me get rid of some of this noise. And let me delete all these lines because none of them matter anymore. Bam. And we're just going to look back. Oh, not much to look back at, but so we only have this history here. So you guys can clearly see that's some resistance here. If I were to do that, that's a level of resistance is pretty strong. So I'm expecting them to come down from here. So let me turn this back on. And let's do let's leave it there. That's fine. So this is untraditional, the way you use fib in an untraditional way. So if you guys are looking at what I'm doing, I can't explain it because it's not a course. But I like this as my curve analysis. This is my pivot high, and then this over here will be my pivot low. I know typically you would use these two right here. That's what I had used originally, and you saw how I was wrong. It broke out. That's because I was using a current candle that's still in the midst of being created. So I needed to find some historical data. So I'm going to use that there. Now I'm going to break that down. Let's reset here. Put this back. And we're going to put 128 and 118 just as a starting point. Then I'll move this back up to there, move this back down to here, scoot this over. All right, so we'll use that there. And let's start going. And let's get rid of some stuff. We do not need buy orders there. All right, cool. All right, let's find where I went wrong. You see how I'm not closing my trade? I'm analyzing it first. You don't just go, I'm losing my trade, jump out, abandon ship. It's not what you do. You go in and go, what is going on? Let me figure this out again. And then if you're wrong after a second analysis, now you jump out your trade. And don't analyze it in 5 minutes and go, and you get frustrated and you just jump out. Because as soon as you jump out, guess what the institution is going to do? They're going to go the direction you was most likely going. You was probably right. A lot of novices are right and don't know it because watch this. In trading, what kind of chance do you have to win? A 50-50 chance. You literally can just throw money at pound dollar in any direction and you got a 50-50 chance of winning if you just wait. That's some high odds. So most novices, even though they don't know how to trade, they win their trades, but they jump out of them because they don't know if when it goes back and forth, they're confused. So you could jump in this trade to go long. You could be like, as a novice, you can say, oh man, this thing is going long. Let me jump in. And the moment you jump in, you don't realize you jumped in here. And then they start going against you. And so you think you're wrong. You're right. You just don't know how to assess that you're right. You just know it's going up, but you don't know why it's going back against you. And then the moment you get out, look at this. These are 2-day candles. So for 4 days, if you would have jumped in here on this green candle, for 4 days, you'd have went negative. And then after the 4th day, I promise you, you probably would have jumped out way before 4 days. Way before 4 days. You probably would have jumped out in 4 hours. Okay. But you'd have jumped out, come back here a week later, and you'd have been like mad at yourself because you'd have seen this thing go in the direction you said. That's most novices' life. They jump out because they don't know why it's doing what it's doing. And that's why you have to learn to relax, master your craft, and figure it out. Learn it. Actually learn how to trade so you don't have to lose so much money. All right, so now we're there. So we can see this is where it was going. It was going up to, what do we have here? It was going up to this sell order here. So let's get rid of, why are my prices not popping up? Get rid of that extreme. I need this and this. Supply and demand. Oh, our indicator that we have here, guys, it also works with your broker, stuff like that. So if you guys ever want this thing to automatically trade or chart for you, it connects to API and all that. So if this is something you guys are interested in, let me know. I don't use the API feature because I know how to trade. But for those of you who like this indicator that I'm using, this is ours. If you want access to it, reach out to us here. You can go to Daily Break Q&A, and you can talk to me or the team, and then we'll get you all set up if that's what you want. Once you get access to the indicator, you also get access to us. So you don't just get an indicator thrown at you, and you have to you're swimming in the ocean trying to figure out how to use the thing. No, you got access to me. As long as you have the indicator, you got me, and you got the whole team. So you don't just get an indicator with that. You get the indicator plus us helping you with it, find the opportunities like this. You get to reach out to me and go, hey, professor, I got the indicator. Where do I put the lines? Where's my pivot high, my pivot low? I'll tell you. And then I'll help you do what I'm doing now. And then you just start making money. Let's go back here. So I should have gotten in up here, but I didn't have the right pivots. So I didn't have this answer. Let me see if I can turn on I need my prices to pop up here. Settings. Oh man. All right. Well, I don't know what I did. Sorry, guys. Bear with me just a moment. I thought it would be in here. It just keeps taking me back to the same spot. Target. Oh, it is in here. Okay. Values and status. That's not popping up. All right. Andre, if you're on here, and you know why my prices are not popping up on this here. See how when I click it, the price pops up to the right? I want it to just stay popped up. So I was trying to like this. It's like how my entry order is, it shows up over here to the right. How my buy limit order shows up to the right, but on the indicator it's not popping up. So I'm sure it's just something I'm not doing right in here. But any case, we have this sell order, and when it comes down, it has to deal with this TP right here. So there's going to be some type of support that's probably going to happen here. And then I have to wrestle with this before it starts coming down. So I got a little ways to go, but I can already see that it did hit some type of supply. And let me go down the time frame. Give me just a second. I'll give you guys the numbers, and then you guys can put this trade in on your own account if you like my analysis. I don't see anything yet. I like this. Yeah, but see, that's right where I got in. That's ugly. I really think they're coming down here. Look at that hammer. That thing is gorgeous. Plus, we have an immediate retest to the hammer. More confirmation. Ooh, that's clean too. If we go back to the 12 hour right here, this is a downtrend formation. Okay, and look how the body feels. The orders that were satisfied. How ironic. Why was it satisfied exactly at the sell order price? Like, picture perfect entry. So even if you have, this is one of our indicators, our tools that we created. So even if you have this, it ain't perfect in the standpoint of you won't be in drawdown. So if you had this and you put this order in and it said get in at 126.07, you would have done that. You'd have been in drawdown for 26 pips. Your stop loss would have been up here. So it would have never hit your stop loss, but you would have been in drawdown before it would have worked out in your favor. But watch this. Was this price correct? The answer is yes. Why? Because all of the orders, remember I told you guys earlier, when you see body, that means the orders are filled. How ironic. All the orders were filled right at our price. Anything above that was not filled. So what did the institutions do with this? They got all the stop losses of all those people who put them tight stop losses. They took them all. And then they went back to their original agenda, which was to short. That's why this price is perfect. It's not perfect in the sense of as soon as you get in, it's not going to be red or in drawdown. It's perfect in the sense of that's where the institutions plan on turning the market. And just because they plan on turning the market here doesn't mean they're not going to play around that price before turning it. So you got to get prepared for them to play around and go up and down and up and down and up and down this price until they do what we call breakout. You just got to play with it until it breaks out. So let me keep going. That 12-hour was nice. Matter of fact, I'm going to label that. Let me do that now. Supply zone, 12-hour. All right, so supply zone on the 12-hour. That's why that looks good. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's nice right here. Let's see if it highlights that. Yes, it did. Yes, 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 yes. We good, y'all. It's on the 10-hour chart. So we got that and that. So I'm going to get rid of this one here. Perfect. Oh, man, this was a blessing. Get rid of that there. Get rid of that guy. And then voila. And look at how accurate we were on the 12-hour for this one. And then down here for demand, look at our buy order. Look at how accurate it is here, right where the orders are beginning. See that? Y'all better get this indicator, man. It's fire. You better get it. So anyway, we identified here the demand level here. And so in identifying the demand level, I believe price action is still coming down. Here's the supply zone. Let's do that to the left, maybe. Actually, we'll keep it there. All right. That looks a little small there. All right, so we have a supply zone here on the 12-hour, and then down here, let me label this. This is the 10-hour. This is demand. And this is why I annotate, so I don't forget where I found stuff. And that's why I'm able to trade faster. That's why we created the indicator. Notice the indicator is not finding what I'm looking for. I'm finding it myself. The indicator is following behind me and validating me. See, everybody in the trading world, they tend to use indicators to make their decisions. That's not how you trade. You don't let an indicator make a decision for you. You let an indicator validate your decision. That's different. We want to teach you how to use the indicator for that reason. It validates you, what you think it. It doesn't tell you what to do. An indicator has no brain at all. You know what it's doing? It's a calculator. That's all the indicator is a calculator with a whole bunch of settings and numbers in there. That's why you go in here and you see all of this in here. We plugged in a whole lot of stuff for this indicator to do what it's doing. And like, 2 different rows of just information after information after information. All of that had to get plugged in here so that it can calculate like a calculator and then give us some type of answer. But notice I said, man, this looks good. I hope it highlights that. And then what did it do? It highlighted it. Why? Because I can read the chart myself. I don't need an indicator. I'm using the indicator as another person. Think of it like that. Just like when I tell you guys, don't ever trade by yourself. Always trade with other people. I trade with a whole team of people. No matter how good I am, I have a team of traders and I go, hey, what do you guys think about this? I'm thinking about, let's say, shorting pound dollar from here. And if they say, oh, yeah, that would be a good one. And I go in and do it and it starts shorting, I feel good about that because I got a second opinion. Now, my stupid self, I didn't put my stop loss here. So that's why I'm in drawdown. But I trade with my team. Even though I train some of them, I trade with them. I trust them. Why? I trust the people that I've trained. I trust that they're going to give me the right answer and not give me some emotional answer, but actually a technical answer that makes sense. It's fundamental, it's technical, and it's in line with the economy and the market. All right. So anyway, getting back to this here, we have a 10-hour demand level here. And so where I originally, now I want you guys to think about this. Even though I was wrong about my entry, look at my target. I got pretty close to this demand level and I didn't even have this thing charted properly. I'm just now charting it in front of you guys live because I had it all messed up, and that's the reason why I was wrong here, because I didn't chart it correctly the first time. So now that I'm seeing I'm in the red, or in drawdown, I'm awake now. I must have did some, excuse my French, half-ass job looking at this thing, and I was being lazy or cocky or whatever I was being this day, but I didn't do a good job. I messed up. So now I'm trying to save this account. That's what I'm doing. And so I'm just saying, you guys, I was wrong about my entry, but look, I was right about where it's going. I got pretty close. So the real answer is, let's say 122.95, and I got 123.10. I'm 15 pips away from the real answer. That's pretty good. Just using my eyes. That's pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to end this trade a little earlier. We're going to do 123.40. So let's go ahead and do that. How many TPs am I going to do? Let's go through 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. So hopefully you guys are writing this down. You guys are about to make some money. I'm about to chart the pound dollar trade. So get ready, okay, to put your entries in if you like what I'm doing. Okay, this is not advice. But if you're watching me and you trust what I'm saying, and this is something you feel is matching your strategy or what you want to do, then go ahead and follow me here. Dude, this is really annoying me that I can't. Visibility? Nope, that's not it. I thought it was this here. That's definitely not it. And I really thought it was the values in the status line, but apparently not. All right. So let's just call this 123.40. Let's go back here again. So we're going to do 4 take profits. 123.40 will be our last one. Our final TP, I should say. Number 3 is going to be, let's see here, 124.33. And then I want to get out above mid pivot. So let's do 124.80. While I'm doing this, if you guys, again, have anything you want me to chart, it's Friday. If you want me to have something charted for you before the market reopens again on Sunday or Monday, depending on what you're looking at. So if you're in the stock market, you don't get another opportunity until Monday. If you're in Forex or you're trading a CFD or something, you get another opportunity come Sunday. So if you guys want to be prepared for the week coming up and you have something you want me to look at, go ahead and post it, and I'll take a look at it and see if we can come to an agreement. I'll agree with you if I like what I see, and if I disagree, I'll see what I can come up with to guide you on my assessment. And then if you like what I say, then go ahead and make the necessary adjustments. But I'm only asking you guys because I just want you to win. That's it. So I don't get anything out of it other than you winning. And the other thing I get out of it is I get to put the same trade in. We both win. And so we end up putting the trade together. So that's another reason why I like charting with people, because I want to show you I'm going to get in the trade with you. That's how confident I am about what I'm assessing or analyzing. I'm willing to jump in there with you. Okay, so if you have something you want me to look at, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, Forex, a commodity, a CFD, indices. If you go over here, I trade all of that. Stocks, I don't care what it is. I just trade Forex more often because that's where a lot of money comes from. All this other stuff is too slow. So I'm always living in the Forex world because I want to get paid today. Y'all want to get paid every 2 weeks, right? So do I. I ain't got no job. So I want to get paid every 2 weeks, just like y'all. In order to get paid every 2 weeks, this market got to move. I can't be waiting for no stock to go up and be holding it for 5 years like most people do. I ain't got that kind of time. I need to check now. So I'm looking at it come down here, and now we're going to do this here. Let me take those other ones off. All right, and then this one will be, we'll do 40 on that one as well. 125.40. All right, and we'll do a sell stop order right there. Let's see if that'll work. 60. One second, you guys. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so we'll just do that again. 126. We'll call it that. 25.60. Oh, here it is. All right. And all right. Bam, bam, bam. So, I'll do one there, and I'll do one here, and then I'll make them smaller. So I'm already in a heavy position here, so I don't want to do nothing too crazy. So, but I just want to show you guys where I'm getting in at. So I'm gonna do 126 in case it pops back up there, and I'm gonna close out at the bottom down here at 123.40. All right, and then that's my sell limit order. So price action is here. If price action pulls back against me and goes back up, we'll be able to capture that short again at the same price. Okay, so if you want to trade pound dollar short because you trust whatever it is I'm saying and it matches your particular strategy and your end goal, then I'm getting it at 1.26 for a sell limit order, and for my sell stop order, it's just going to be 125.60. So let's adjust that. 125.60. I'm only going to do a quarter of my position. That's another thing. If you guys don't trust what I'm saying, put a small position in. You know, you got to figure out if you like me. I mean, everybody's not going to like my trade style. Some people are not going to like my voice. So it just is what it is. Everybody's not for everybody. I'm not the trader for everybody. So if you're looking at what I'm doing and you're like, I don't know, put something small in. You know, you can put 1,000 units. It's something small, whatever that is, whatever is small to you. Small is relative, big is relative. Doesn't matter. I'm not interested in how much money you have or how big you can put a position size in. All that's irrelevant. You keep doing right, you're gonna be rich. That's all I can say. I don't care what your position size is or how small it is. If you're consistent, even with a small account, keep being consistently profitable, you're gonna be rich. That's just what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of money. So I don't care about what your position size is. Just put something in and start learning. Get a feel of what it feels like to have real money, and let your emotions start getting away with you and start controlling those feelings, and trade and learn, and you'll become a master at it eventually. So my sell stop order is going to be at 125.60, $1.2560. So if price action does not hit this sell limit order, but it just starts shorting, then we'll get in here at 125.60. But if it does pull back, we'll get another opportunity at the supply zone area on the 12 hour to get in at 126. Let's look and see how our entry looks on the 12 hour. You see, I only know that because I labeled it. I would have forgot. So let's go back to the 12 hour. Remember, I was talking about how price is here. So you don't ever want to put your entry. I don't want to say you don't ever want to do it, because you can do whatever you want. But I typically like to get in early. Why? Because of spread. You got to pay for spread. So sometimes if you put the exact price, you don't get the extra spike like you do here. In this case, if we would have put the exact price, we would have got the trade, because it would have gotten people stop losses, and so it would have went up high enough to get us in. But when I'm in something like this, I kind of want to jump in a little early. So this is 126.07, I think. But I'm getting in at 126. So I'm 6 pips ahead of where I should be. And that's okay, because spread is 2 pips. So as soon as I jump in, I got to expect at least, that's a total of 6 pips. So, and spread is 2. So I'm going to at least be 4 pips in the negative, 4 to 6 pips in the negative as soon as this thing triggers. And I got to just accept that, you know. But if it comes down, it'll hit this, and then we'll continue. I'll shave here. Actually, I'm not, because I'm negative here, so I can't shave because of the U.S. rules. So then I'll shave down here. This will be my first. You guys can shave here at 125.40. You can close out one of these trades at 125.40 and let the other trade, if they both trigger, let the other trade ride. But whichever trade you're in, if you guys want to get out right away, you can get out here. Some people like to scalp or day trade. They want to make a quick 20 pips or so. That's this. Here's your sell limit, sell stop order, and here's 20 pips later, in and out. Bam, bam, bam. You made money, go to bed. But I'm not a trader like that. I want all my money. I want to know, where is the bank going? Oh, y'all going all the way down here before you turn around? Then I'm going to stay in this trade with y'all until you turn around. I don't care how much you bounce around and do the jiggy and, you know, the Dougie, or whatever the names of the songs are out to, or dances are out today on TikTok. Whatever the names of all those dances are, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can do, these candles can do that dance. I'm going to be dancing with you all the way down to this TP. I don't like trading a lot. I don't want to keep getting in and out of the market every single day like that. That's stressful to me, and it's too much work. I didn't get into trading to give myself another job. I am not a day trader. I don't jump in and out every day. I look at my trades every day, but I'm not buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling all day long every day. That's stressful to me. I'm a swing trader mostly. I like to just go from wherever they're starting all the way to wherever they're ending. And that's it. It's not hard. Wherever the institutions start, I'm going to start there. Wherever they end, I'm going to end there. And it's less work. So before I get out of this one, let me, I got a 124.40. I got to adjust these. Sorry. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, those are all correct. Okay. All right. So what I need to do is I need to right here. I'm in the US, so I'm going to speak to you from that perspective. What I'm looking at here is this. I'm going to assume both of these are going to get triggered. That's just my assumption. I don't know. But let's just say hypothetically both get triggered. That's an extra 50,000 units that's going to get added to my currently drawdown position. So if I have enough leftover margin on my account, these two will get triggered. It'll get added to this. I'll now have 351,000 units. I don't want to carry that heavy position. That's too heavy to be carrying on my account. Okay, I don't want to carry anything that heavy. I don't want to be stressing my account out like that. So I want to make sure I close out some of these. So out here in the US, to close, you have to buy back some of your position. And so you have to do a reversal position in. And so at 124.80, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to buy back some of these sell positions here. And how much am I going to buy back at 124.80? I want this to turn back into a standard lot. I don't want to trade. I'm over leveraging this position right now. That's why I'm saying I like trading just a regular standard lot over and over and over again. No matter how much money I have in my account, I just want to trade a standard lot, and that's it. Why? Because that doesn't stress me out. I used to trade mega lots or macro lots, which are like 1 million units. And that stresses me out because every time it moves 1 pip, it's $100. And that looks great when it's positive, but when that thing is negative, it is ugly. So if I had 1 million units right now on this thing, how negative would I be? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna show you how stressful 1 million units is. I'd be negative $9,900 right now if this was 1 million units. Who wants to look at that? I don't want to look at no negative $9,000. I don't care if I have it in my account. I don't want to look at it. I'm not trying to look at the fact that I could have paid somebody's car off and I'm in drawdown. That's not happening. My stomach can't handle that. So I don't go beyond standard lots because I don't like looking at them dollars. The numbers make me sick. So you got to do whatever makes you feel good. If big numbers don't do nothing to you, then by all means trade it. I got friends, buddies of mine. They trade 1 million units any day, all day. They'll do it all day long. They make way more money than I do. But they've had their bad days, and when they have a bad day, ooh, it's bad. I mean, bad, bad, bad. They losing cars and houses when they lose their trade, so it's bad. And I just laugh at them sometimes. I'm like, hey, I try to tell you. You being cocky, you think you know where it's going with 1 million units. That thing go against you, you're in trouble. So anyway, I want to get rid of, I'm saying all that because I don't want to hold a big position here. So I need to shave off 201,000 so it goes back to a standard lot. So that's what I'm going to put here. I'm going to buy back 201,000 units at the price of when price action gets to 124.80. Now watch this. Why is this the perfect place to do it? Because this is where I was wrong at. And I want to get out of this wrong trade. And so I want to close all of this out, 201. And what am I going to do? I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money from these, if both of these trigger. I'm going to make money from both of these positions, plus, so it'll be this 50, plus the other, what is that, 100 and, what would that be? The other 150 or whatever that would be in there. So the 50 from this, that'll be the other 251 or 151, I should say, that will close, and then it'll reverse the position. So I'll make whatever that money is going to be at that time when it gets down here. So it won't be that much because I'm getting out right where it's at. So it'll only be a few dollars. It'll be whatever this one is plus a few dollars. Okay, so if I were to do this one and put my TP at 124.80, kind of get an idea. I'll at least make $200. Okay, I'm not putting a TP in there because I want this to do it, to reverse it for me. I don't need to put a TP, but basically I'll just make $200. That's good. And it'll reverse, and then this will be a standard lot. I'll have $200 plus this will be a standard lot. I'll feel better, and then it'll keep going, and then I'll shave off here again at 124.40. So let me update that there. No, 124.33, sorry. Yeah, 124.33. So let me change that. All right. All right, we are looking good, guys. Oh no, not down here. This 301. I gotta change this to this 301 TP matches this here. So when this turns into a standard lot, this is the TP for that gonna turn into a standard lot. But notice I have my TP price too low. I want to get out early. I want to get out before it gets into this 10-hour demand zone. Let's go back to the 10-hour. So you guys see that red candle there? This is a demand range. That's the range where institutions should, when they get down into this red candle, somewhere in here they're going to turn. And so I believe they're going to turn right where the body fields are here. So I don't want to be in this red candle. I want to take profit before it gets in here because it's going to reverse when it gets in here. So that's why I'm closing everything out at 123.40. Everything I'm shorting is getting closed out at 123.40. So let me adjust this because remember I did this with my eyes. But now that I have this confirming things, 123.40. There we go. So everything's gonna close here at 123.40, and then I need to adjust this down here. Ooh, they're almost close to our sell limit order. So we're gonna get both almost. If this triggers, then I'm gonna end up with both. Now let's change this here. What price is that? That's weird. That's not popping up. What price is that? That is 122.96. So let's get in early. 123. All right, let's call it 123. So we're gonna have a buy limit order at 123 even. Come on, there we go. And then I'll buy there. And by the time it gets down here, see all these trades are gonna close. I just got an alert. This trade just triggered the 25,000 units. See how it just got added? It went from 301 to 326 because that sell limit order just triggered. So that means both of these orders I'm gonna end up with. And so my analysis is gonna work out. So I'm gonna buy here at 123. What do we say? Oh, 123 even. So let's do that. And this is where I'll start all over with my standard lot again because everything will be gone and fresh. And then my TP for that will depend. We'll deal with that later because it depends on what kind of candles they create. That'll let me know how far I can go. So for now, I'll just leave the buy limit order there. All right, y'all. This is good. This is really good. Any questions about anything? Haven't heard from anybody. Anybody got any questions or anything? If you guys, whenever you get a chance and post anything you like, go ahead and follow me if you guys want to be updated on anything that I'm doing. How do you boost? You just go to any idea that I post. That's what they call them on TradingView. They call them ideas here. So far I have 60 ideas. No point in going to anything old. Those ideas obviously have moved on. But I would say just go like to whatever the last, like if you see AMC, just deal with the last AMC trade I did. If you see euro dollar, just kind of go to the last one. If you go to this euro dollar, I'm sure this was on May 3rd. It's already moved on. This is May 4th. I obviously have a different perspective. So just go to the last one. That's fine. Here's the last Swiss yen I did. So just go to that last Swiss yen. But if you go to anything and you like it and, give it a boost. What does that mean? It just means that just like I'm being a blessing to you, you're going to be a blessing to somebody if you boost it. Because when somebody types in AMC, this particular idea is going to pop up in the lineup for them to consider, and it might match their strategy, and then they'll be winning. And you just did a good thing for somebody in the TradingView community. All right. If you need to reach out to me or the team, we're at toshimarkets.com. We have a Twitter at Fx'tive HNW. We also have YouTube at Fx'tive HNW. And then we have Telegram at Daily Bread Q&A. You can get a hold of me and the team there. Ask us any questions you want. We help with everything. If you want to learn how to, trade, you want to be a professional trader, you just want to be consistent at what you're doing. Maybe you just want to use our indicator. Maybe you want a signal service to just copy us. Maybe you want to be a part of a MAM or a PAM program that we are working on now. So whatever that is, just reach out to us. We can help you with whatever your end goal is. But just talk to us. We're pretty nice people. I promise you. Yeah, we're just regular old people wanting to help. So reach out to us and we'll be there. All right, I'm going to go through this and I'm going to get out of here because nobody's talking to me. So I'm tired of talking to myself. So Kiwi dollar. Oh, let me save that chart real quick before I start moving. I guess it's Friday. Everybody's in chill mode. I'll be blown away. I'll be on here and I'll be doing all this charting and live streaming. Nobody's talking to me. I'll jump off and it'll say 125 people viewed your thing. I'm like, what? And only one person said hi to me? I can't believe it. It was that many people on there. Yeah, so y'all give me at least a hi or something, let me know I'm not talking to ghosts. All right, what was I doing? Oh, I was gonna save this here. See, this is TradingView. If you're listening, this is why you got to have the ability to let people talk, like on Zoom. People will talk way before they'll probably chat or in the chat box. They're probably busy, real quick to speak. So let's get some audio going on here, TradingView. Let's do pound dollar. So we're still seeing a downtrend, but not using the 10-hour and the 5-hour. Oh, yeah, it is using the 10-hour. So we still got the 10-hour, but we're using the 10-hour and the 12-hour. That's what it was. There we go. See, glad I annotated. I would have forgot. This is CTT, stands for counter trend trade. That's what this is. We're going against the big picture. The big picture trend right now for pound dollar is up. So by us going down, we're going against that uptrend. But that's what I see. I see it retracing right now to the downside before it continues the uptrend. So that's why I'm going against it. That's why you got to decide if you want to go against it. That's why I said some people might be like, why is this guy shorting? Pound dollar's in a uptrend. Yeah, it is. But not now. Right now, it's retracing. It's going to retrace to the downside. So I'm going wherever it's going. Remember, I'm following the institutions, not the way it looks to me. Even though the way it looks to me is like it's retracing, because that's what I see as well. All right, so save that. That's good. Next, Kiwi dollar. All right, I'm good on that one. All right, here's our Kiwi dollar trade. We are in the green. It never hit our buy limit order. You guys remember that? Look how close they got. They got real close, but we didn't get any prize. Why? Because look at where my entry was. Flat on the orders. Had I did what I said, get in a little earlier, look, I would have got it. All I needed to do is be a little early, and I'd have had an extra position. So now you guys see why I do early entries and early targets. Look at this resistance level. Some of you guys, you put the exact price of the resistance, and then you wonder why you don't get paid. It's because you're doing the exact price and you're forgetting there's a thing called spread that you got to pay as well. You got to pay for whatever TP you want plus spread. So whatever your TP is, take spread away from it, and then your TP will hit more. So that's why I go early. I get out early before wherever I think it's going to turn. All right, so here's Kiwi Dollar. I'm not going to go over this because we already have it. You can go catch an old video. But I just wanted to see how it's doing. It's doing good. Bam. We already saw dollar CAD. Oh, yeah, this is my dollar CAD trade. Haha, I forgot to go back to this. So, what time frame was that? Oh, man. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, so this is the one where it was a few. See, I don't even know what time frame we were on. I should have labeled that. Oh, it was the daily. Here we go. Whew. So hopefully you guys remembered this. It was the daily chart. And obviously I didn't save it. I'm just trying to see if I can capture it from here. Nope. All right. So it's not happening. All right. Let me just do it manually. So manually, we're going to do 138.50 and 132.50. See what happens when you don't save your charts? You got to do it all over again. This is why I save it. Now I'm wasting time. You saw how I just breezed through those other charts? That's because I had them saved. When you don't have it saved, you forget why you did what you did and stuff starts moving around. Oh, annoying. Here we go. All right, so what do we have? So I had a buy limit order at 134.66. And then 135.45. High probability of a downtrend on euro dollar. So I had an alert set to tell me if it has some downtrend momentum. So we're in a short on euro dollar. So the fact that it has downtrend momentum, I don't even need to go look at it. We're winning because we're already in a short. So let me adjust all this stuff. Oh, here it is. I found it right here. Indicators and financial values. Remember I kept saying I wanted to pop up? Here it is. Got it. I knew it was somewhere in there. All right, now I'm feeling better about things. Casey, it was good, bro. All right. You caught me just in time. I was about to get out of here after this. So I'll go ahead and chart that real quick. I thought I was in ghost town land. Wasn't hearing back from anyone. But I'll go ahead and look at that before I leave. No overlapping. Let's do that. All right. So this thing was way off. Whatever I had before, it wasn't even close. So buy. So then this needs to be 135.40. 136.33. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that guy there as well. right? And 135.40, 136.33. Oh, Casey, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. One hand washes the other. I thank you too, man. You put money in my pocket too by sending me some of these trades. Because when I chart, guess what? I'm putting the trade in with you. So I appreciate you too. We are working together. 135.45. Is that what that is? Why do I have these in here? This is sell. This is TP. Oh, okay. That's what I don't have in here. 137.70. Sell limit order. $137.70. And then 137.40 will be the last one. So notice I already got all my orders in here. I didn't have them labeled. That's all it was. So I'm labeling everything now. 135.45 is the first one. Are we looking good now? Yes, I think so. And then what I'm going to do is put one more buy order here because there is some demand. Maybe that's what they're trying to push down to, looks like. So I'm going to do, I'll do the exact price here of 134 because I really don't want to have too many positions again. So I'm going to do 134. And I'll do half a position instead. And 137.40. There we go. Let me see, where's support at? Actually, support is looks like it's about right there, maybe. Let's see. Minor support level on the 1 day. Yeah, that's support right there. So in this case, I should be above support if I want to get in. So I need to be more at like 134.09 or 08 or something. But I'm going to leave it here because I really don't want to have more than a standard lot. I just want this thing to turn around and start going back up. So we'll see what happens from here. But I'm calm. Like I said, I already made money. That's why I don't have to worry. Remember, I had that position that was up here. It was 300 and something or whatever it was. I forgot now. But whatever it was, all those units, I made all that money when I told you guys it's going to reverse. So my money I just made is what's helping me relax and not be worried about this negative balance. I already got paid. So I'm just waiting for this to turn around so I can get paid again. That's it. So I'm not stressed about that or this. And then I have it alert. It's going to alert me at 132.62 if I'm away. Let's say I'm traveling or something and it comes way down here for some reason. It's going to alert me and then I'll come back, look at it and go, yeah, let me get out of here. I'll just start over. Or I'll stay in it. It depends on what I see at that time. All right, so we'll leave that there on $CAD. And then let me save that before I forget. I don't want to chart this thing again no time soon. So $CAD uptrend on the 1 day. Yeah. So you guys see, and oh, it's gone now. Oh well. So you guys see here how I had all these here. So I was doing a downtrend off of the 1-day counter trend trade. Now I'm going back to the doing an uptrend on this one here. That uptrend is yeah, that uptrend is counter trade trend. Yeah. No, hold on. Uptrend. Yeah, so uptrend is the actual trend of dollar CAD. It should be up. All right, so save that there. And then we wait. All right, so support still has a little ways to go. Got about 40 more pips before it even hits support. I don't know if it's going to go way down there. Right now, they're just probably grabbing stop losses or whatever, so we'll see what happens. And let me go a little lower. What is this, the daily? Yeah, let me see if there's something down there that they're after. Oh, yeah, see that right here. This whole area is nice. From here up. From that blue line up, that's uptrend. So this is a range of, wow, that's 60 pips. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's the range. It's a 60 pip range. So within the 60 pip range, that's when I should have a reversal, hopefully. Because this right here is downtrend. I don't want it to come down in here. It should keep going down. If it goes below this support line, that's all downtrend. So it should turn before it gets to this blue line. Somewhere in here, it should turn, and then we should get the uptrend again. Let me go down to the 1 minute and see what it's looking like. Turn on some indicators here. See if it's matching my assessment. Where's my daily open? It's not on this chart. Okay. So on the 1 minute, we don't have a reversal yet. No reversal patterns on the 1 minute just yet. Where's the daily open? That's weird. 1 minute. Let's go to 10 minute. The daily open is up here. Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because I want to measure how far it's at. So it's already moved 100 pips away from the daily open. Isn't that ironic? I turn on the daily open, and why is the daily open next to my sell order? That's because we got the right entry. See how indicators are supposed to match what you already are thinking? You're not supposed to be doing, I didn't turn on daily open and then say, let's trade the daily open, like most people do. No, read the chart, and if that's a good price, then cool. So I got to wait for this to give me some type of reversal. Let me go down to the 1 minute again. Nope. No hope. 10 second. 10 second is starting to turn. But that doesn't mean anything. That's a 10-second chart. It's too small. So, but based on our indicator, it shows we have a pivot low, uptrend signal. Uptrend has been confirmed, but we have a pivot high that just happened. Those pivots will push it back down. So we'll see. Right now, we don't have a reversal pattern at all. I don't have anything telling me it's going up. So I got to be more patient and wait this thing out. Now we do have some more previous daily open levels here before we get to support. They're playing around in those areas. How ironic. Where I decided to enter over here is very close to 2 previous daily open levels. So I got a pretty good price. I'm not off. And again, don't ever expect it to hit your order and then just turn around and go up. They're going to get those stop losses. I ain't the only one that put this price in. And so people who put this price in and then they put all those tight stop losses down here, them institutions, remember, those are willing orders. It's a willingness to sell. So these institutions be going down there and grabbing them. What's up, TP? I don't have a do I have a selling order on here? Let me see here. I'm gonna put him on blast, y'all. TP is our newest member to the trade team. He decided he wanted to do this professionally, so I have taken him under my wing, and it's good to see his name up on my screen. That boy upgraded to the premium account. Come on now. It says TP Premium. All right. Look at him. He just started, I don't know, a couple of months ago or something. He's already been winning some of his trades just in a couple of months. And glad to have him on board. All right. Let me see what my sell limit order is. Let's go back to, I think I was on the daily. Yeah, I know how you don't like being put on the spot. So I was like, let me do it anyway. But I'm glad I was able to make you laugh. Cool. Let's get rid of all of this stuff that we was looking at. We don't need all that. So my sell limit order on dollar CAD TP was 1.3770. All right. Also, all of you, if you follow me, go to your account on TradingView, go to search up here. When you hit search, hit people. And when you go to people, all you got to do is type there's a lot of us in here, huh? So that's me. All right there. Professor, you got to type in C. Oh, you got to type in almost everything. You got to type Professor CE, and then that's when you'll start seeing me. And when you choose that and you go on there, it's going to ask you if you want to follow me. You click follow. And you don't, once you follow me, these things will pop up available to you as well. And then you'll be able to see all of my breakdown, my wording. You'll be able to watch the videos. You can do all of that stuff. And then you'll be alerted. So if you guys ever want any information and I'm not online, go back to my page. As long as you're following me, you can go back to my page and copy anything you see. So just go back there and check it out. All right. So with this here, let me make life easier for all of you. And then I'm going to look at Casey's and then I'll be out of here. Oh, let me get rid of that stupid blue line. Anything else? Sell limit, buy limit. All right, we good. If any changes happen, I'll update it on here and then you guys will get updated as well. So let me go ahead and copy the link. Let me know if you can copy that, Terrence. I just posted a link inside the chat group. I don't know if it just lets you see the picture or if it'll let you copy it. So hopefully you can copy it. If you right click on it, it might allow you to save the image or open the link. You want to open the link is what it is. So right click on it and hit open link and I think it'll open it up for you and then you'll get all the information there. So you guys can go ahead and take that link and if you like it, put your trade in or go to my page and it'll be there as well. All right, so Casey is looking at PRTA. Let's do that. I just want to see how we're doing here. What? Come on, euro dollar. You pulling back again? They just are refusing to drop. Just drop already. All right, so we're in the green, but I'm waiting for it to drop so I can move my stop loss below so I can protect this money. I'm ready to cover it. All right, so let's go to dollar yen. We are green on we're positive on our dollar yen trade. I'm waiting for it to get up here though to the sell limit order and then short. Right now I'm in a buy to go up here. Once it gets up here, I'm expecting it to tank into short. So we're good there. Oil, I'm in an oil trade here. Oil looks good. We are positive, making 80 bucks so far on that one. What else we got? Gold. I am good on gold. Finally green. Bam, bam, bam. Just put this order in yesterday. Yeah, this was yesterday's trade. We did a webinar for gold yesterday. So you guys see how I caught the pivot high, the pivot low, and then look, it went against me a little bit. You got to expect that. And now look, I'm green. It's called patience. I didn't forget about you, Casey. I'm just finishing my trades so I can clear my head. I'm what do you call it? I'm kind of a systematic thinker. I got to finish whatever I start before I move on to the next thing, or else I'll feel like I got too many unfinished things on my plate. So I just want to finish going through here just to see how my trades are doing, and then we'll jump into yours. So my last one is XRP. I got to put another trade in here. This is the one Casey gave me too, but it hit my positive stop loss already. Got stopped out of that one. So 49.20. All right, you guys give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, you guys, I am back. Thank you for being patient. Let's see here. So I have a buy stop order here. I'm gonna wait for it to come up to me here at 49.20 to jump back in this thing. And why don't I have a second take profit here? That's weird. Let's do 97. Oh, that's good. Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right. 1 second, Casey. Let me type this in and then I'll take care of you and then I'll be out of here. Unless somebody else has something they want me to look at after Casey, I'll be done. It is Friday. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Um, do, do, do. $1.006. What am I looking for? Take profit is 72. How about we do this? That's the high. I think that's mid pivot. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right, so let's do 72.50, and then let's do 97.33. Let's try that. Here we go. And then 72.50, I will shave off half of that. So I'm going to sell half of my position at 72.50. So you guys can do the same if you like. So I have a buy stop order to catch Ripple back to the upside. This is a trade that Casey presented to us a long time, like weeks ago, maybe even a month. So we were positive a little bit on this trade, and then I put a stop loss, a positive stop loss. So it obviously came back, hit it, and then it knocked me out of the trade. So I'm going to get in at the same price, but as a buy stop instead of a buy limit. Wait for it to come back up to me. If it comes down lower, we can do another buy. I'll do a smaller one, a 500 one at 35 even. Same take profit, 97.33. Those would be my two entries for Ripple. So anybody that wants to trade crypto, you want to trade Ripple, if that's something you like, I have a buy limit order at 35 and a buy stop order at 49.20. I'm going to be shaving off at 72.50 and then closing everything out completely at 97.33. And then I'm going to be selling. If you guys have leverage and your broker allows you to short and to sell, then you can short at 1.0066, which is just below mid pivot. So then I'll do another 1,000 here. And I won't have a take profit because I don't know where I'm going yet because there's not enough. There's no candles. Like all these candles got to get created so I can see where I'm going to TP it. So I'm just going to leave my sell limit order there. So there you guys go. For those of you who do crypto and you trade Ripple, then here's where my positions are. If you like that, great. If you don't, great. All right, I'm gonna throw that in the group as well. There's Ripple for you guys if you like it. All right, let me save that, Casey, before I forget it. All right, cool. All right, those are all my trades. I'm looking good. All right, so Casey wants to go over PRTA. Let me make sure I have the right one. Is it Prothena Corporation from the NASDAQ? Casey? Just want to make sure I got the right thing. Casey said he's going long. Hi there, I had a stock I charted and went to my TP very fast. Do you know why it moved so fast and why it doesn't move so fast? I'm trying to understand your question. Why did it move so fast? And so don't move fast. Rewrite that for me so I can figure out what you're saying. The answer to why any stock moves fast. Here I have my oscillator on. This is an oscillator down here. Me and the team put together some very specific settings so that we can catch where we believe institutions are jumping in or big players are jumping in. So we can see is some big player just jumped in here on 9/21 that spiked this. And so there's a lot of buying pressure in here since September of 2022 last year. All of those buyers are controlling the market. So even though sellers are trying to push it down, they can't beat all of these buyers here. So the buyers are kicking back in saying, no, we want this thing to go up. Why do buyers want this to go up is the question. And the buyers, or who are the investors wanting it to go up, there must have been some type of article that came out that caused it to shoot up that fast. Oh, why does some move fast and some don't? Yeah, it's the same answer anytime you're in the stock market, it's going to be the exact same answer every time. So if you put this trade in to yesterday was the 4th, right here. Bam. Let's go, because that's where it started. This is where it broke out this is a breakout pattern right here. So this here, if I saw this trade before it did this, I would have put this here and I would have labeled, you've seen me do this before, Casey, but I would have labeled this as a breakout to the upside off of this 6-day chart. That was an uptrend breakout pattern that they just did. So one reason why it went up is because it was at a breakout point. But that's the technical answer. That's not the real world answer. Technically, just looking at the chart, this is a breakout pattern. So it should go up from here. There's a lot of buying pressure. So it should be breaking out to the upside. That's the technical answer. The fundamental answer is we have a lot of buyers who are buying this, and there's a reason behind it. And that fundamental reason, you're going to find it in the news. So I'm going to show you how to figure out why something's doing what it's doing. And it's always going to be the same answer in the stock market. You're talking about a corporation. Corporations, the value of a corporation never goes up. Never. You know how they say never say never? Listen to me. Never. It never goes up until the investors in that corporation believe that the ones who are running it came up with a really good idea to make the corporation go to the next level. I promise you, Prothena put out some article or they came out with some new technology or some new product or some new service that excited all the investors, and the investors are excited about the the return or the growth of this corporation. And because they believe that the growth of the corporation is coming because of whatever they're planning, the investors are looking ahead and saying, wow, this idea is probably going to be amazing. Let me jump in now and start buying. But they started buying from down here, not here. What you're looking at, Casey, is a continuation of something that happened a while back. So now I got to go here and I got to look at this date here. I got to look at September 21st, and I can look at this date here if I wanted to, and I can look at this date here. So all the places where it spiked right here. So it spiked right here, institutions. So these are some big players. These are just other people jumping in. So when you see a big player do this and then it starts pulling back and then it spikes again, typically these are not institutions. These are novices who are like, oh, wow, this thing spiked. I want to jump in on the spike. And then they make it go more. So the big players got in here in the hope that the little players would jump in, and they did. And so now this thing is going up. So let's check out these dates here. We have 9/21. I'm not going to put the year. It was last year. And then we have 4/10. And then this last one up here, we have 5/4. All right, let me put that down. So we're going to look at these three dates, Casey. So let's type in Prothena Corporation. We're going to go to the internet. Prothena Corporation on September 21st. And look at that, September 2022. So now look at these dates on the internet. Notice it says February 23, December 21st, March 24th. We're trying to find something right around September. Company announcements. Is this Prothena? Yeah, Prothena Corporation. Here's September the 1st. Let's go there. Here's the source, GNW 920, Prothena, OY, 3 month. Let's get in there. Prothena. Choose a date. Let's go back to September. I don't have anything coming up. Where was that? Give me just a second. Sector. Oh, it's not doing it. Will it let me search? I tried to search it. It didn't give it to me. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up here. Let's try something else. Let's look somewhere else. Here's another September 22nd stock price news on Google. So that's kind of all you're doing. You just you got to investigate it because it already happened. It's old. You're asking me a question from the past, so I got to go to the past and try to see what news article came out back then. That's kind of the idea. That's all I'm doing is It's going back in their history. Prothena Corporation headquarters. Let's go to their website. Perfect. Glad you got it. So basically, that's kind of all it is. Here's the news center on Prothena's website. We'll just go straight to their website. Maybe they have something. A lot of times they keep their old art, their press releases. See how it has press release here on Prothena? A lot of times when you Google, it's faster because it'll go straight to that press release. But here they all are. From 2023, they don't have last year. Oh, here's last year. 2022, September. Prothena in September, they had 2 articles. They announced the appointment of biotechnology industry leader Helen S. Kim to its board of directors. And then they were participating in an upcoming healthcare conference. So it was because of this lady. Whoever this lady is, she must be the woman, because everybody got excited when she became part of the board of directors and they thought she was going to take the company to the next level. And what did all those investors do? They jumped in on that trade right here in September because they liked that woman, and that's why it went up. There's your answer, Casey, and it's going to be the same every single time. This is all you got to do. Find the big spikes, figure out what date it is, go to Google or go directly to that company's website, go to the press releases, and you'll see why it did whatever it did. That's all you got to do. And that's the reason why I don't trade stocks. I don't want to wait for Helen Kim to get hired so that this thing can spike. I need it to spike because I need it to spike. I don't get paid waiting for people to get hired. So this is why I don't trade the stock market. It's too slow for me. I don't want to wait for some big news event to happen for it to take off. Because if these news events don't happen, it just kind of trickles like this. It just goes slow, slow, slow. It just takes forever. And then you have a moment where it does this. You got blessed. This just happened. So that was 5-4. So that was this. Their first quarter 2023 financial results came in and they look good. You can download that report. You can read it. You can do whatever you want. And that'll give you the answer as to why it spiked on 5-4. The report came back good. All right. Did that help? Hope that helped you. As far as how high it's going, I don't know where it's going because that depends on how good Helen is. She has to take the company to the next level. So it's just we don't know how high it can go. What I can tell you based on historical data, it's never gone beyond where it is. You're taking it long entry at 71 with a stop loss at 68.74. Now answer my question, Casey. Is your stop loss supposed to be at 68.74 when your entry is at 71 and current price is at 74? Is that where your stop loss is supposed to be? So you're in at, let's do this, 71. Let me go ahead and do the curve on this real quick. If you're still here, Casey, that's fine. I'm not in a rush to leave. I was just leaving because nobody was putting in a request, so I'm not in a rush. I don't mind helping. I was just gonna go because nobody asked the question, and I was done with all of my trades. But I can definitely help you out here. Let's reset this thing. Oh, you got out the trade. Oh, okay. Awesome. That boy said, I'm making my money. Good deal. All right. But so this would be the curve right here. So if this is the curve analysis, the highest you really have to go is about 76.84. And you were targeting 73. Yeah, so you already got out. You're good. But when you got in at 71 and you had your stop loss, if this thing had not hit your TP yet, then you were supposed to, move your stop loss up above your buy. Let's say that said buy. I know that says sell, but let's say it said buy order here. You want to make sure your stop loss is above that while you're going to your TP, so that if it reverses against you, what if Helen would have did something crazy on her first day at work? What do you think this candle would have done? That thing would have tanked. The investors would have gotten scared because this lady would have made a bad decision and they would have jumped out of this trade and this thing would have tanked. This is why I don't trade the stock market as much. I do trade it, but I don't trade big positions and I just hold it for long periods of time, because the stock market is based on how people feel. That's all it is how do you feel about the success of this company? And that's how people trade the stock market, pretty much. So unless that company has a long-standing relationship like Amazon or Google or Facebook or something, where those are just going to keep going up, you put those orders in, you just buy, and over the years it's just going to keep going up. So, all right, glad you made some money, Casey. Good man. I appreciate all of you guys. That's pretty much it. I went through all of my trades again, as I typically do. Everything's looking well. My big boy is always my euro dollar trade. It's playing around. It doesn't want to pay me on Friday. It just wants to range again. So we just going to play the range, I guess. I've been in this range so long, y'all. Look, this thing has been ranging since back here. Back and forth, back and forth. I have not gotten any bread off of this trade. Well, I did. I had a couple of places here where I shaved. But I'm still waiting for the big money. All right, Casey, you are welcome, my guy. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. And I hope you are profiting with the professor. Make sure you boost this webinar so somebody else can be blessed by it. Take care.